Jimmy, why are you like this? Despite what he may believe, Jimmy from the visual novel game Mouthwashing is his own worst enemy, and a villain like no other. From forcing himself upon his crewmate to cannibalizing his best friend, he truly is a disgusting human being. Playing as the character, you get to witness firsthand the thoughts that run through this man and why he is, in fact, the worst. So let's talk about how mouthwashing brings such an interesting character to the menu.
What happened was an accident. We were trapped. I made a mistake, alright. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, Curly.
When we first enter the game, we're in some kind of dream sequence of sorts, where we see Jimmy is being chased by a mascot named Polly. Polly continues to chase us through the long and dark corridors until we reach the ship's control panel, and promptly steer the ship into an oncoming asteroid. The way the scene is set up makes us believe that we are running away from some kind of monster, and in a way, we are, as Polly seems to represent the horrible actions that Jimmy has made catching up to him. He is a victim of his own wrongdoings. These kinds of scenes repeat themselves throughout the game, where we play as Jimmy getting chased by someone or something. These scenes make it clear to see that he thinks himself as the victim, and tries to convince us of that. But the truth is that he is having to face the results of his own actions, yet he is never truly paying for them. His special way of thinking is also shown in the way that he talks to others. He wants to be captain, he wants to be in charge, and this reflects in his interactions with his crewmates, particularly Anya. Anya is the nurse of the ship, and a very talented one at that. She manages to keep a man with no skin alive and have no infections, using only the limited resources she has on the ship. And yet, Jimmy talks down to her as if she is incompetent of her duties and is weak. Around Jimmy, she seems nervous and unhelpful, but when we hear about her from the others, she's entirely the opposite. However, because we never see her as such, because we constantly see her from Jimmy's perspective, we the player are more inclined to believe his way of thinking, even if we know at this point how horrible he is. I think the thing that really brings us all together, what best shows Jimmy's personality, is the gameplay. Remember what I said about Jimmy's thirst for control? Well, it's certainly best represented through the gameplay. The player only ever does what Jimmy wants to do, otherwise the story won't progress. Jimmy wants to have a party with a dead crew, we serve Curly as the cake. He wants to crash the ship, we're going down with him. If he runs away from an axe-wielding crewmate, we shoot them in the head. This isn't just him taking control over the player's initiative, but it's forcing us to do it with him, to bring us down to his level of insanity. We dig deeper and deeper into a trap of his own making until the problem that started the whole thing seems meaningless compared to the other things that he's done. He himself even loses sight of what got him there in the first place, the reason things ended up so horribly. The first time he took control from another person, their autonomy. The reason he crashed the ship is because of what he had done to Anya. What we see and hear through Jimmy's perspective is skewed to the highest degree. He is constantly portraying himself as the victim and pushing the blame onto others. And by the end of it, when he claims that he will take responsibility, he shoots himself, relieving himself of any consequences he would have faced for his actions. Everything I've talked about in this video, every aspect of the game, the visuals, the dialogue, and the gameplay, and the way that it is all a reflection of one man and his ego, is what makes Jimmy as a villain so unique and interesting.
I fucked up, but I can still make this right. Our worst moments don't make us